Hi, my name is Shalini Jerath. I'm a mom of two teenage daughters, now 17 and 14, and I'm a full-time working mom. And I remember the days when my kids, they were in elementary school, and I would come back from a stressful day at work and come back home. These little girls would come running down the stairs, giving me a big hug and say, "Mama, we're so happy to see you, Mama, you're home." And just that alone, that hug from your children would just take my complete stress of the day away. And that was such a beautiful time, memorable time. My relationship with my daughters, especially my older one, something really changed when she went to her middle school. She was getting more influenced by her friends around her, not listening as much to me. Our conversation started to get argumentative. One instance was, she had to go to a friend's birthday party, and she asked me, "Mama, can I have $100? And my friend's going shopping at the mall, and I want to go with her." And I was like, "Hey, does this kid even know the value of $100? That's huge." And I tried to explain it to her, but all I remember is that conversation just went completely downhill. It was an argumentative match, an emotional battle. And of course, then this iPhone happened. She would sleep late at night, wake up late in the morning. And one morning she was late to school, and I was getting late to work, and I had to drop her to school. And in my moment of anger, I just picked up the phone and threw it. And she just yelled back at me, "Mama, why do I have to be your firstborn? You are learning parenting on me." And oh my gosh, that was such a huge shock for a child, like a 11-year-old, not 11, 12, 13-year-old, to say that back to you. And that just shook me completely. And I was like, what am I doing? Is this the kind of mom I want to be? Is this how I want to be remembered as a mom? I need to do something about this. And I was looking for solutions when a friend of mine, she came across this course for teenagers called the Yes course, just teaching kids how to handle their stress and manage their emotions. And I said, this is really what I want to enroll my daughter in. And I put her in that course. And while I was doing that, it just struck to me that, how can I have my child follow these practices? How can I even ask her to do something when she can easily come back and say, "Hey, Mama, you're not doing it." So I have to do this and be a role model. So I enrolled myself for the Sky Meditation course at that time. And believe me, that was the decision. I am so happy that I did that. It's been now 3 years that I've been practicing the Sky Meditation. But right at that time, within 10 days of having done that course, after doing the home practice, I felt something had changed. Something had clicked in me, that my mind just felt more calmer. I felt that when my daughter would come and ask me something, I felt that there was this little pause in my mind which allowed me really not to think of things from my perspective, but really think from her perspective. That love in my heart just had grown stronger. And I think that's really been the remarkable change in me that really influenced our relationship. So now my daughters, my older one's now 17, and the younger one's 14. And a couple of months back, I was telling my daughters, "Hey, I miss those days when you would come running down the stairs when I'd be back from work, and you'd give me a kiss. I miss those. So why don't we do that?" So they're like, "Hey, Mama, it's so weird now to do it." I was like, "Okay, maybe just do it for practice." So they didn't say anything, but I was just teleworking at home, sitting on my computer. And then one afternoon, my daughter comes back from work, and she gives me a big hug from the back and gives me a big kiss and says, "Mama, I'm so happy to see you." And I was like, "Malika, do you mean it?" She's like, "Maybe." And that in a nutshell just shows you that's such a drastic and improved relationship that I have with my children. The conversation has that link between me and my daughters, that conversation, that communication has rekindled itself, not because my daughter changed. It was more because I changed. My daughters certainly, of course, have become mature with age, but I think the big factor in this relationship change was me being that role model and walking the talk. So I really encourage, all parents, especially those who have kids in elementary school, learn this practice, and you will I believe me, as your child grows into those teen years, your relationship with your children will be much, much better and smoother. Thank you.